Hello everyone, I'm Anthony, the Eclectic Chef. Welcome back to my kitchen, especially on this 4th of July Eve. I hope you all have a great weekend. Tonight we're going to do a service for two Georgian style meatballs with freshly ground black pepper, pine nuts, a little bit of shallot, not too much, we don't want to overpower, 2 garlic cloves, and the star of the show, some Georgian dry fenugreek. Very typical in Georgian cooking. We're also going to make a walnut sauce. Similarly, very typical in Georgian cooking, which we're going to serve over these meatballs. And here's a pound of 80% lean ground beef, which was on super sale at the supermarket today. Can't think why, being 4th of July weekend. So we're going to use that. It's a pound for two. I figure we'll lose couple of ounces per portion, leave us with about 6 ounces lean beef edible. I'm going to cook this in the air fryer, and it's on an air fryer liner because I didn't want to make a mess of the scale. And not exactly Georgian, but half a tablespoon of my secret red boat fish sauce. So here are our meatballs, mixed and formed up in the air fryer basket with a cleaning sheet, saves cleaner. You may wonder, what's that white stuff? Well, I decided to dust them with just a little bit of Wonder flour. Maybe it'll give us a bit of a crust, encourage crust formation. It may not, but it's not going to hurt anything if it doesn't work. So we'll have these in the Ninja for 10 minutes bake at 375 and see how they turn out after that. You'll see it yourself. Well, here we are after 10 minutes at 375 in the Ninja air fryer. I don't know what's going on with this bad boy, but we're going to flip these and give them another 5 minutes on bake and then just set them aside while we work on the walnut sauce. So here are our meatballs after 10 minutes one side, 5 minutes the other in the Ninja air fryer on bake. They've turned out really as well as I would have hoped. I think the Wonder flour has helped crust them up a little bit, but they look great. Quite rustic, but for a Georgian meal, I'm not that upset. 4 each. I've reserved the fat juices and thrown off pine nuts in case I choose to incorporate them in the sauce. I probably won't. But better have it not needed, eh? So we'll show you now how to make the walnut sauce. So here we have the basis of our walnut sauce. 1 shallot chopped, a couple of cloves of garlic chopped, a generous handful of walnuts. I didn't bother to weigh that, so sorry. The chopping really doesn't matter that much, quite frankly, since this is all going into a blender anyway, but we'll put this back on the heat until the shallot and the garlic are soft. We've got this on a very low heat because we don't want anything to brown. Next, we've added 2 small ladles of our homemade chicken stock. It's probably 1/3 to 1/2 cup. We're going to simmer the nuts and shallots and garlic in this before we put it in the blender. We need something to help liquefy this sauce in the blender, and I thought homemade chicken stock was as good as anything. No, not Georgian by a long shot, but this osmanthus infused dessert wine from China adds a great flavour. Okay, so here's our walnut sauce. Add it in the blender. Took it out, put 1 ounce of that Chinese osmanthus infused wine we showed you, and I've added, listen, a 1/16 of a teaspoon of smoked paprika. You don't want any more, it will overpower. We've still got a few chunks of walnut in this, doesn't matter, it'll work out fine. It's a rustic dish. Oh, and about 1/4 cup of cream. This is just about the consistency I want. I want you to see that, how thick this sauce needs to be to coat the meatballs. We'll serve it up and show you what it looks like. By the way, just quickly, you'll know on this channel I never add salt to anything, but this sauce did need it. 2 good pinches of kosher salt, and this thing tastes marvellous. So here's our finished product: meatballs, walnut sauce, and a drizzle of pomegranate molasses, served of course with a Georgian wine, Kissy, amber white wine. Dates back 6,000 years. What's not to like? This is going to be great.